Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And y'all, I came in here to talk about today's goings on in the Ahmaud Arbery case. And y'all saw the title. I said that the Good Old Boys Club is alive and well. I'm not going to go, witness by witness or what the prosecutor said or what the defense said. I just want to talk about the trial in its totality. The one thing that you get from this is that nothing has changed in America for us. A lot of the stuff, or I should say, a lot of the advances that we thought we had, on the surface, we do. But just below the surface, it's pretty much like it was when our parents, grandparents, and great grandparents were young, and just trying to make it in America. Those men saw Ahmaud as a threat. When you listen to the testimony of the neighbors and just what was the son's name, Travis. First of all, young black male, he's up to no good. Angry black man, every freaking racial stereotype that there could be about us is on display in this trial. So that was Travis McMichael, the son. Then you have the neighbors. See someone of color in the neighborhood and they're behind closed doors calling each other. Hey, get the kids in. There's someone that we don't know in the neighborhood. Always suspicion. Always. In reality, the threat was them. This young man was going on about his business and they accosted him. In that video, you see, and the guy that actually shot him admitted it today in court that Ahmaud was no threat to him because every time he tried to talk to him or get him to stop, Ahmaud wouldn't. He even admitted that Ahmaud never said a word to him. Never. Didn't cuss at him. Nothing. When they would come and bar his way, he would change directions. Everything that you do to avoid a confrontation. No contact, no discussion. That's what Ahmaud did. Then let me get to these neighbors before I get out of here, y'all. That one neighbor who ran their Facebook page and who helped them distribute the video of Ahmaud being murdered, shame on her. Like somebody on Facebook said, this was a group of Stepford wives, Stepford husbands, one of these neighborhoods where how dare us as black people walk through. Now, I had asked on Facebook exactly how far did Ahmaud live from here? From, where, I'm like, from here. Well, from where, he was murdered. And someone on Facebook said about a mile, 1.8 miles from there. So please, y'all, if y'all know how far he actually lived from where he was jogging, please put it down in the comments because I'm trying to understand more about the trial. But that's neither here nor there. Immediately when this young man entered that neighborhood jogging, every house that he passed where someone saw him, they didn't even see him as a person, y'all. They saw him as a threat. All this talk about them leaving their cars unlocked and, change and stuff missing out of the car and other little things. Then lock your car because we live in America. And I don't care what neighborhood you live in, there's going to be some crime, whether it be from an outside source or within your community. The, just the audacity of the people that are on the stand from that neighborhood. Something else that I noticed, not even the neighbors are showing any type of feeling towards Ahmaud. Now that they know all that he wasn't a threat and that he was actually chased. Now that all of this is coming out, not one of them shows any empathy for not only Ahmaud, but Ahmaud's family. The people that actually committed this crime, they're not even showing any ounce of remorse, y'all. All that stuff that Travis McMichael said about being upset because he had never done anything like this before and he had blood all on him. If you had left that boy alone, like the prosecutor said, 4 times he tried to avoid you. 4 times. He didn't talk to you when you were yelling, "Hey, come here. I just want to talk to you." Obviously, he didn't want to talk to you. They asked him, "Did he pull a weapon on you?" No. Did he have his hands in his pocket? No. Did he do anything threatening towards you? No. No. It was his skin, y'all. This beautiful brown skin that God dipped us in. It was his skin color. He didn't, in their eyes, fit the complexion of the neighborhood. So he better tell them what he was doing there. He better tell them why that he took it upon himself to walk through their neighborhood. Y'all, ain't nothing changed. This is what it is, and it's only getting worse. Now, when they ended today's, proceedings, the defense side had brought up everything about Ahmaud, like his mental health, if he had any prior felonies and blah blah blah. But one thing that the prosecutor said, that female prosecutor, I believe her name is Linda, they didn't know any of this when he was jogging down that street. So what relevance does it have? Also, the judge had already said, we're not bringing that in. Because on that day, like Travis McMichael said, because they asked the guy who shot him, "Did you know Ahmaud?" He said no. He said, "Did Ahmaud know you?" He said no. So they knew nothing about him. The only thing they had to go on is what they saw before their eyes. I even heard talk that they said something about he had long, dirty toenails. Did they know that when he was jogging down the street? And what does that have to do with him being murdered there? His chest literally being blown out. 25 years old, quarter of a century, he got to live. And now they're sitting up there on that stand. Travis McMichael can't even keep his lies straight, has to refer to the transcript of what he originally said to what he's saying now on the stand because it ain't matching up, you know? And then I'm glad they put him on the stand. I'm glad they did. I'm glad he decided to testify because it exposed him. It exposed him. As he answered each of those questions, in my opinion, there was a coffin without the lid on it when he started. As he answered each of those questions, and that prosecutor dug in deeper and deeper, he was putting a nail in his coffin. Because, y'all, I don't even know how you can listen to this and think that they should get off. My heart, it goes out to Ahmaud. Because at one point, the guy that was on the stand, Travis, even said there was a pickup truck behind Ahmaud, and there was a pickup and truck in front of him. And they showed the video. He was cornered. He was cornered. Y'all, my son's name is Scott. And sometimes when I, think of him as a mom, you know how you're thinking of them when they were little. And, you are, the memories of them growing up are flashing through your head. I affectionately think of him as Scotty, my Scotty, but we call him Scott. Y'all, I just put my Scotty in Ahmaud's place when that F-150 was in back of him and there was one in front of him. And what was going through his head? And then the moment of impact. No, forget the moment of impact for a second. When he was fighting them, what was he thinking? What are they trying to do? Why are they supposed to bother me? What was going through that young man's head? And then for them to be saying, well, I don't understand why he just wouldn't stop and talk to me. Who are you? Like you said, he didn't know you from Adam. And he was trying to do everything in his power because he could see that you had a problem with him to avoid any confrontation. Out of your own mouth, you said that. Lord, if these folk get off, y'all. Do y'all see how far we have fallen? Like, we are reliving what our parents went through, our grandparents went through, stories that they told us. This is some scary shit. And I said yesterday that I believe that I have a bit of PTSD. It ain't even about believe. I know that I do. Because as the details pour out, you just, as a Black person, you're like, God, we still here? And then all while this trial is going on, there are other instances of, bad things against us going on right now. All through my Facebook feed, this Black guy pulled over, arrested for stealing his own car, this person, something done to them. It's too much. It's too much. Sometimes, y'all, when I'm sitting here and I got to this point, I'm like, when is it going to be our turn? Because for hundreds of years, we done suffer. You, you're not supposed to question God. I know that you're not. But sometimes you look up in heaven and you're like, really, God? Really? How long? How long? And I'm going to just end this video by saying this. That defense attorney who keeps on talking about, the Black pastor showing up in court, right before they ended the day, he said something like, oh, I guess now Martin Luther King Jr. is here. For a minute, I was like, what is he talking about? Martin Luther King Jr. is dead, and has been dead for decades. What the hell is he talking about? Well, apparently what it was is it's Martin Luther King the third. It's Martin Luther King Jr.'s son. Because of what he keeps bringing up about Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton being there and other pastors, what has happened is he has prompted this. He has started this thing where these black pastors are saying, you know what? You got a problem with us? Hold on. Let's call the rest of them in. Because right now, y'all, Ahmaud's case is the one that's in the headline. You know, Ahmaud's case is the one that we have our eyes focused on. And Ahmaud's mother, she needs them right now. You know, I can only imagine the pain that she's going through, sitting there, hearing what they're saying about her son, watching what occurred, looking at the weapon that killed him. Oh my God, y'all. As a parent, I don't even, I can't even comprehend the level of pain that she's probably in. I pray so deeply that at night God gives her some type of comfort so she could close her eyes and rest her soul, her spirit, her eyes, her tears just to rest, y'all. It's one thing if your child dies, you know, from an illness or something like that. But it's another thing to have your child taken away from you in such a brutal manner, you know, and to, as a parent, wonder those last few seconds before he took his last breath, what was he thinking? You know, did he moan, mama? Oh God, oh God, oh God. Y'all, get out of here now because I feel like I'm about to cry. But I guess since we were waiting on the jury to come back in on the Rittenhouse case, I guess I am watching the Ahmaud Arbery case because the more I watch it, the more I want to watch it because I want to see it through to the end. I guess I'm gonna have to take deep breaths so I don't mess around and have a fucking heart attack. Here. But I'm gonna do my best. So every day that they are, I guess, in court, I'll come back on in my opinion of what happened that day in court. Brothers and sisters, all I can say is y'all stay safe out there. Because this country, it ain't for us. Constitution, it ain't for us. The police, they're not for us. The justice system, it's not for us. None of this is for us, y'all. Oh, God. All right, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.